that beat rock a little.
Hey, let it marinate, you know.
Right, it's classy loud though. Let me get loud though. Let me get loud though. Right here. We gotta bring the people in, you know what I'm saying? Bring them in.
Red Fellows.
It's an experience. They know the vibe.
With the spiritual shooter. Lion Zion.
Just know that.
And free.
I am no number. I am a free man.
This the thing.
That's right. Here we are once again, it's on. We are back, live in effect. You already know what time it is. Y'all have chosen to pull up. Oh, hold on. Y'all have chosen to pull up with your brothers. I am Brother Zamar, a.k.a. the Spiritual Shooter. Y'all already know, blocker by way of Harlem. We got 1,000 BKAs, we all do. Tell them who you are, big bro.
Yo, I'm the mighty Lion Zion.
One time, bro on them, baby. Ladies. I ain't no guy.
Don't even do that.
Bro on them one time. Yo, tell them who you are, big bro. To my left.
Brother Free.
Tell them why one time. You know I got the job for you ready.
Man. Listen.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
That's right,
Free
man.
from the shackles of society, of course.
That's
man.
right. So, we are the Bread Fellows
The
Podcast.
Red Fellows Podcast.
Where we truly, vehemently feel that it don't got to be the Last Supper for y'all to really pull up with us and break bread. So that's what we out here doing. We got some drinks in our cup. We want y'all to feel comfortable. Let's get right to it because there are so many things to talk about.
Bro.
So many things to talk about. Well, I want to say even more chiefly, though, there's one thing to talk about, though, chiefly, that has gotten the internet up in a craze, up in arms.
Man,
Right up in arms. Y'all want to know what it is? Not yet. First, I want to really understand how my counterparts are doing.
Yo,
my companion, because I'm here with some nearest and dearest companions, some fellows. Y'all my friends.
Right.
Y'all my friends.
What was the other one that we read? Messmate?
Oh, no, it was like a table mate or something. No, not messmate. Yeah, when you pull up to the table, you just these brothers, y'all brothers I want to see eat. I mean, y'all brothers I want to see eat, man. Most importantly, that spiritual food, the real understanding of knowledge itself, because that's first and foremost. Y'all already know.
That bread of life, man.
Exactly. Yeah. So I want to start with Brother Kapash tonight, man. How you feeling, man? Tell them how you feeling.
Word.
What's today?
Today's Saturday.
Tell them how you feeling, big bro. Tell them how you feeling. How your week been? How, what's going on in the house? You a proud black father.
Yo, man.
Shout out to that home, man. Shout out to black fathers, man. Shout out to black fathers. Mighty brother got a team smile. Shout out to black fathers. Like
doing good, you know. Keeping it positive, man.
Right.
It's been a crazy work week.
Has it?
Yeah, man. Serious.
The man working you.
Yeah, man. But hey, what we gonna do?
Just
save that money up and get right, you know?
Right.
That's all we could do. But, you know, the kids are blessed.
The kids are blessed, right? Because you got 2 young daughters. You already know the daughters are good.
Yeah.
2 beautiful princesses.
Right. Which is actually a great low-key segue into what it is we're going to get. I really want to know what this brother has to say. Actually, being, you know what I'm saying? Being the father. But hold on before we get into that. Tell us how you been, bro. How you feeling?
Yo, this week has been good. It's been a good week. I, too, had a lot of work to do. I was working hard, man. Just a little OT at work. You know, I had a little calamity backdrop with the fam. So y'all keep us in y'all prayers. But
right.
That, man, you know life is life. You got to take the highs with the lows, man.
Right. Man, these brothers are so poised. They so aplomb, these brothers. These brothers are so modest, man. Right?
So how you
About
doing?
you?
Oh, all right. I was gonna say, brothers gonna ask me how I'm doing.
That's what I said.
How am I doing? You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't chopped liver. Well, since brothers asked me,
We asked at the same time, bro.
I wanted to see if the audience.
We
well, the
thought you
audience
was just gonna give it up.
The audience was tuned in. I wanted them to be. I broke the fourth wall. I wanted to see how long it's gonna take y'all to ask me how I'm doing.
I thought you was gonna give it up, like, you know.
Oh, man.
Right. Well, since brothers asked, I actually been in a real state of trying to really improve, man, and look really within inside myself, because there have been some things that have been brought forth to my attention to where I could perhaps do better in. I could perhaps do better in, and that's just with consistency being a consistent shoulder to lean on, or consistent person to offer some advice or something like that. So, because you know everybody has their personal endeavors and they get caught up in that and whatnot, and you can kind of lose track of these flowers, so to speak, that you have a responsibility to water. You know, both males and females in your life. You know, the men and women in your life, because that's really what we out here trying to really to promote that love, right? But I want to also know some spice, man. Maybe not from you, but what's up with the, like, what? Maybe some crazy text messages or any arguments right now, or certain sisters just wilding, or it can't be all peaches and cream. It can't be all peaches and cream.
Well, really, the most flack that I receive is on social media, man, because I say some things that's type racy on my network. I say things that are type racy, so I get hate mail in the DMs.
Right.
How that go?
Sisters coming for you? Coming for your neck?
Yeah, they came for my neck because I asked some penetrating questions this week.
Right.
So, you know, when you ask those questions,
A lot of backlash.
Yeah,
a lot of triggers. You know,
a lot of triggers, man. Right, for sure. Because really, and we got to get that disclaimer. Well, I want to say shout out to the viewership. I ain't even like really welcome y'all to the shout out to the viewership. A special peace and love to those who've been scattered abroad, who might be listening internationally. We hope for that. We hope for the international.
Yeah.
That particular viewership.
We ain't quite there yet, but we'll get there.
Who knows, man? It might be somebody in Cambodia that just might, you know what I mean, turn it on themselves. Who knows? YouTube is big like that. YouTube is big like that. So we hope for that. So a special shout out to y'all, brothers and sisters. And let's just get to it.
Let's get to it, man.
Let's get right to it.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is...
What are we going to talk about? What's the first thing? Tell them, baby.
This T.I. thing, man.
Tell them, baby.
You gotta
Tell
talk
them.
about it. We gotta talk about it.
It's been killing the internet this week.
It has broken the internet, it seems
There's
like.
there's a lot of people agreeing with it, and a lot of people who strongly disagree with it. And I mean strongly because of the backlash that I've received for agreeing with his views on it. Know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so many deadbeat fathers out there. When you see a father trying to be a father and he's doing his best to make sure that his baby girl is protected in this wicked world, you should give that man a round of applause.
This is a fact. Yeah, but you know, on the contrary part of that, you know, a lot of people are saying, you know, well, one, he didn't have to verbalize what he was doing in the confines of his home with his family, because that put his daughter on Front Street. And then also, two, they're saying that he should not have jurisdiction over her body at 18 years old.
I mean, you know, listen, a lot of people claim to be Christians out here, right? So I'm gonna shoot them with some scripture now, because now these are the same so-called people who say they believe in God, but you don't understand that God said that the father has jurisdiction over the daughter, and the father is the one who must pass on his daughter to the husband and sniff out that man to see if he's capable of taking care of his daughter.
But now we in 2019.
But
in 2019, nobody's trying to hear that.
So you might as well say that you don't believe in God in 2019.
Nobody's trying. Oh no, yo, we
you might as well say that. No God 2019.
You can look around and see that a lot of people don't really care
no
about
God
a higher
2019
power or whatnot.
But if you're a go hard Christian and you disagree with T.I., then you need to look at what you believe in, because what you believe in states that you're supposed to keep your daughter on a righteous path. You know what I mean? Some people might see him is an extremist. But listen, I applaud a father that's in the life of someone instead of a deadbeat father who doesn't even care what his daughter does.
So hold on. So let's get actually real quick. This is just from the Breakfast Club. Just a little clip.
Listen up. The soap you shower with?
Hold on.
I know that wasn't.
You proud?
I want to say something on the contrary part of that too. So I also want to add the other issue that they're having is also the fact that he was bigging up his son for having sex and then trying to basically isolate his daughter from having sex.
He messed up right there.
Yeah, so,
I'm not gonna lie.
let's
Yeah,
let him play
he
the
did
clip
mess
and then
up.
we can rap about it.
Yeah.
That was a point you just actually brought out right there.
We have yearly trips to the gynecologist to check her height.
Oh.
We'll sit down and the doctor will come and talk. And, you know, the doctor's maintaining a high level of professionalism. He's like, well, you know, sir, in order for me to share information, I say, Deja, they want you to sign this. Then they come and say, okay, I just want you to know there are other ways besides sex that the hymen can be broken. Bike riding, other forms of athletic physical activity.
Is she an athlete?
No. I say, look, doc.
She's not.
She don't ride no horses, she don't ride no bike, she don't play no sports, man. Just check the hymen, please.
Check the hymen, please.
I want to check the fact that people acting like he is in there with a microphone. Like with a microscope. Because you see these memes online and they're acting like T.I. himself is going to the doctor while the doctor's in there checking her.
Right.
Which that's not even realistic.
That's not even realistic.
That's not what's happening.
But the thing is, people are so quick to have their own perception on things, you know. But I do feel like he's a concerned father for his daughter. Like,
right.
You know, there is when it comes to a daughter, it's different vibes because as men, we already know what it's hitting for in this society. Now, I mean, we have 64,000 missing black young women in the U.S. Our women are going missing quick. So we're supposed to be on edge about our daughters. We're supposed to be in their lives. You understand?
So now, do you feel as though that, because, you know, a lot of times people will say, oh, but then it's a double standard because this is not how fathers are not as involved with their sons as they are with their daughters, you know. Because I mean, you have daughters and we don't have any kids.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a quote-unquote double standard.
It is a double standard.
Before how sons are being trained up, how daughters are being raised and trained up.
See, this is the thing, right? Now, I believe like the same views and morals that you instill in a young woman is the same thing you're supposed to instill in a boy. But the thing is, with a little girl, they're more delicate. They're delicate human beings. You have to understand they're
almost like a treasure.
Yeah, you understand?
Yeah.
A treasure is something that you gotta keep close. It's a value to it.
Right, for sure.
Like even their virginity is a value to it. You understand?
Oh, you're gonna catch hell for that.
And you don't want and this is the thing. And this is the thing. If I'm wrong, how many bozos have women give their virginity up to and they regret it?
I know, man.
That's the thing.
That's a fact. I done heard a lot of women say they regret their first.
Yeah.
And this is proven fact.
Right.
Because they didn't know what they were getting into. They made the biggest mistake of their life. Some women even wish they kept it.
Right.
So now, why would you feel away if this father is trying to give his little girl the shortcut that most women wish they had, if they even had a father in their life?
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I know a lot of times, from what we've been hearing anyways, a lot of times people are saying that perhaps they're not necessarily upset with what T.I. was bringing out, but T.I. was the one bringing it out. So it's like, yo, you're not even the quintessential brother or the epitome of the pictorial father, or you know, to actually be handling in an appropriate manner women, because you know he's perhaps alleged to have cheated on, maybe not even alleged or something, you know, whatever his information is out there, him and his wife. So they're like, yo, now who are you to say XYZ about virginity and keeping control of your daughter and all of that?
This is the thing though, right? This is the thing. I feel like if somebody is trying to raise their child in a good manner, you can't tell that man anything. That's his kid. So that's his choice.
So he has full jurisdiction. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. But now if it's negative, like that clip that's been going around of this woman calling her son nigger in front of this Chinese teacher and beating him. You know,
Yeah, I seen
she went about it the wrong way. Now I don't listen. Don't spare the rod, because if you love your child, you have to discipline him. But
Not like
as
that.
far as the verbal abuse
and not
the
in
way
front
she
of no
did it
teacher
in
at
front of
school
teacher and
on
on
camera,
school,
like,
exactly,
come on, that's crazy.
she did it the wrong
And then
way.
you cussing him out. Like,
Now
that was wild. But
that's something that is what I call bad parenting.
Okay.
Now, when you go to T.I., as far as his daughter, not speak on his son,
Right.
Because that's something, you know, that I don't agree with, because I feel like, listen, if you're raising both of them up, it has to be on the same standard. No double standard. You gotta shut that out right then and there. But as far as his daughter though, he's trying to do a good thing as a man.
Yeah, so the intent was there.
Yeah.
The intent was there.
yeah, and even with the whole
But
thought
perhaps
that,
his approach was off.
Yeah.
And even with the thought that, because he's it's T.I., he's saying he shouldn't be able to say it. No, he's still a father. He's still that child's father.
Exactly.
Yeah. So regardless of his shortcomings in his past, that has nothing to do with the parent he's trying to be to his daughter.
Right, and then also on the Breakfast Club interview specifically, when they were talking about this particular comment by T.I., Angela Yee went on to say she was almost devaluing
Virginity.
the position of the father in the daughter's life. Like, you can't just have anybody
telling you
what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just some random Joe on the street, like, this is not her father.
Yeah, and then my whole thing is this. You know, she made the statement that he shouldn't have any say-so over her body, which is really dumb, because if you think about it, if you're going to go get a tattoo, which is on someone's body, if they're not a particular age, they got to get what? Consent from the parent. Right. So, you know, they're mad. T.I. has been going with his daughter to the gynecologist since she was 16.
Right, since she was 16.
She's a minor. You understand? She's still under his jurisdiction. Her body is still under his jurisdiction. If you really look at it, because if she wanted to get a tattoo, she would have to get his consent. That's her body.
Exactly.
You understand? So, and then also, the other point is, if she ends up pregnant, she's still under his roof.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's shameful from a biblical perspective.
Oh, and that's what she was saying as well, Angela Yee. She was saying that she wants to be able. She felt as though the space for conversation should be afforded to the daughter, and so it should be led by T.I. And that. What did she say? I remember we was listening to it.
Yeah, she was just basically saying that it should be a comfortable space where it's no judgment and she shouldn't feel shameful. But my thing is
Right.
this.
Shouldn't feel ashamed about having sex.
No, listen. If you're jumping around from rod to rod from every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the neighborhood, that's something to be ashamed of.
You should feel ashamed about that.
Like, come on, like people. It's so crazy because we have this context in America where everybody's trying to prevent what they call slut shaming, but they shame virgins all the time in their verbiage. You know, it's almost a shameful thing to be a virgin. Nobody speaks to that.
Right.
So
You didn't get ridiculed. I remember there was a time back in the day I just straight lied to the homies. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, everybody literally was going down the line because it was this is back in the day. There was this sister.
You a virgin?
There was a sister who was awaiting to be seen by a bunch of brothers.
Oh man.
There was a sister who was awaiting to be seen. I'm trying to put it. You know what I mean? There was a sister who was awaiting to be seen by a bunch of brothers consecutively. And I had signed up for that particular activity. And they was going down the line saying, yo, I'm saying, are you a virgin? Are you a virgin? They got to me and I just straight up, nah, I'm not a virgin. She's crazy. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I'm super virgin.
Word.
I'm super virgin. So, yeah, because people will then pull your so-called player card,
Like,
from brothers. Yeah, you're not experienced. But I remember there was one time where I actually chose, it was actually my only opportunity to actually have the virginity given unto me, right, by a sister, and I actually chose not to. This is, again, way back in the days in high school, where I chose not to because I felt like that, the stigma, she would then perhaps cleave onto me, so there was that particular stigma there. So last minute, she had cut school and everything. She had called me like, yo, so what's up? We about to go link up now. And I was like, you know what?
I gotta fact check cap that. Is it facts or is it cap
Wait, hold on. We gotta bring that. This is I want to introduce it right. Hold on. This is this segment. We need to introduce to the people this segment, right? We're gonna have
facts or cap segment.
Facts or cap.
No, we were
facts or cap.
We were deliberating among ourselves about this particular topic. Is it facts or is it cap that when a woman loses her virginity, she's naturally drawn to the guy that she loses her virginity to?
So wait, tell them what cap is though. You know, for 2019.
Okay.
Facts
being it's true. Facts being it's not. I mean, cap meaning it's not true.
Right. So my fault. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'm caps.
So tell them. Wait. Bring it out one more time. The facts or cap is what?
Facts or cap. Is a woman naturally drawn, or does she have? Is it different? The feelings that she has towards a man that's taking her virginity versus a man who didn't.
Yeah.
Is there any difference? Because a lot of people have the connotation that when a woman loses her virginity, she's naturally drawn to the brother she loses her virginity to. So you call them facts?
That's facts. That's fact. I'm saying that's facts all day. That's facts all day, I'm saying.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that just off the strength of what Yee was saying. Basically, she was pretty much just saying virginity is not even a thing. Like, why would anybody care about virginity? Which was the sentiment I got from a lot of sisters online. Like, why do you guys even care about virginity?
And this is where we are. This is where we are in 2019.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do we care? Why do we care about virginity? Why would I want? Let me get my cup.
Listen. So
hold on. Let me make this analogy. Don't forget what you're gonna say. Listen. This is the cup. I feel like saying this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This is the cup. So imagine now this is the sister. The sister is the cup. So if she is not a virgin, you have these brothers. This is a brother. These brothers are now, you feel what I'm saying, into this particular sister. So why would I then now want to have this for myself when other brothers have already partake? You know what I'm saying, or have taken part in this particular sister.
Well, brother, you just slept with multiple women, so is it the same for you?
Yeah, right. But this is me. I slept with multiple women. Yeah. I'm not gonna say that it's different. But it's a particular energy that is left within sisters that can actually be scientifically proven, especially if that brother ejaculates within that sister. There's particular energies that is left within her. That's why you have these sisters bugging out. Sisters out here bugging out, man, because they got 3, 4, 40, 50 partners. And then then we'll say that we call it she's jaded or she's bruised or something like that.
No, them semen demons. Y'all see
those right. The brothers are saying those are semen demons.
Them semen demons.
Yeah, man.
You got to think about it. Like, even if you think about it biologically, you got semen, which is a living entity.
Yeah, it's a living entity. Yeah. That's a soul. Yeah, it's a little tiny soul floating inside of you. But people laugh at this and they think this is a joke. Like, y'all don't understand. Just because you see it as fluid, this is life. It's just not fully grown yet. So imagine you having like 50 entities in you. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be, and this is another proven fact. Like, do you know why couples start to look alike after several amounts of years?
Couples start to look alike?
Yeah, it's scientifically proven. You know how you ever heard that? Yo, y'all kind of look alike.
Well, I never heard that.
Because as the man, perpetually ejaculates or continues to be inside of this sister, his DNA starts to transform hers.
Okay.
So she starts to take.
I can see that though.
She starts to take hold of that man that she's with. So this is why it's said that women should only be with one man.
So now,
this is why the Most High said that.
So now, listen to this point though. To this point that women should only be with one man, right? Let's just say we walking with that. Let's just say that's what we walking with. That's going to be universally known and accepted and embraced.
I mean, it's not my words. This is if you believe in God, that's what He said. That's all I'm saying.
So listen. So what I want to know is, so does body count then matter? Does body count? If a sister comes to you, see the sister of your dreams, you've been praying for her, you've been asking whoever you ask, you know what I mean, and she finally walks into your life. She the baddest thing on the block. Mm-hmm. She damn near cooking for you. You know what I mean? She's cool with your kids. You know, she's intellectually challenging you to make you read more or something like that before. You know what I mean? She's improving you. Mm-hmm. But then y'all get to talking one night. And when y'all get to talking one night, pillow talk, you know how y'all do.
Crazy, y'all.
Then I get to talking one night and get that pillow talk. You know what I mean? She rubbing on the bed. Y'all know what it is. Like she rubbing on the bed. She getting real close. She want to get up under the skin. And then y'all get to talking and the question come out or that information come out where she had not just one partner or 2 or 10, but she didn't have 50 partners. She had 50 partners. Is that a deal breaker? How many is too many?
No, now listen, that's a deal breaker for me. I'm gonna be real.
That's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, because
she doing all of the things that you would want. That you would want in a wife. But that's gonna be a deal breaker for you.
Yeah, but listen, it's not gonna get to the point where we in a position where I'm pillow talking and now you telling me like this is something I'm gonna inquire. Like, you know, back in the day, brother said I need your whole facts.
Yeah, but you can inquire all day. But what if a sister, she ducking and bobbing and weaving and all that? She like, yo, listen, now that's my past. You need to know my past. We here now.
Yeah, well,
and then she come out and she like, yo, you know what, brother Zion? You not like the rest of them. You're not like the rest of them. I want to tell you, know what I mean? Remember what you asked me before? I'm gonna share that with you because I feel like I could trust you. And she 100 bodies.
And then you break that trust.
Nah, I'm gonna say it's not gonna get there with me because if that's something that you really care about, then that's something you're gonna inquire about early on in getting to know somebody. Not necessarily how many people have you slept with, but you're gonna see what's good to her. Like, you know, like how she is. Like you can kind of tell, like you kind of know the vibes. Like if she's mentioning a list of boyfriends, you know what time it is. You know.
Well, I mean, she could mess around. She could mess around and be a veteran harlot. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're saying like you can know what time it is. She could be a vet. Harlotry could be in her DNA, so to speak, where she's able to cloak it. You don't really know. She's saying all the right things.
Hey,
what do you think?
What Mike F said? Vinegar snaps that pussy back. Snaps that pussy back. Get it tight again. But listen,
man. That boy's wild.
As far as being, I don't know. I don't think I've ever dealt with a
how many bodies is too many bodies?
So I'd say that's a dub.
I'm gonna say
that's a dub too.
I'm gonna say body count matters, but then it don't matter. And I'm gonna preface it like this: it matters off the strength that no man wants to be. Well, I'm gonna say most men. I can't speak for all men, but most men don't want to be with a woman who's been here, there, and everywhere because a male wants to feel some type of exclusivity.
But what about Kanye? He found the Lord and he got king.
But then it almost seems like, because then I've heard the narrative. Well, then brother, you never gonna be with anybody if that's the standard that you holding, because a lot of our sisters unfortunately have been raised to not care about virginity, and they out here. They just out here, and they might just have one body or two bodies. But the fact of the matter is, back to my little example, other men have partaken in that physical exchange with that sister. So it's like, yo, are you cool with that? You settling for that?
They're gonna look at it like this.
It's spooky out here.
When you go to church, everybody drink from the same cup.
Nah, I ain't never been in church like that. Ain't been no church like that. I ain't gonna. Y'all all drinking out the same communion cup. Y'all wilding like I'm.
I'm just joking though. That's a Catholic church. I'm joking, but
clip for that.
That must have been a Catholic church.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, it matters. Like you gotta weigh it on a scale. Okay, you gotta weigh it on a scale because although a sister may have bodies, if she's a phenomenal woman, she's a good woman. She can help me bring forth, certain things within myself, and she's completing me, and she's that help me. For me,
then she's dead.
Then that does definitely play into the matter. Now, if you've been with a million men and you can't even cook,
clean, there's no benefit.
You don't want me to
do
nothing. You want me to pay all the bills, like because that's the new consensus that if a woman gets married, she don't have to pay no bills. A brother is supposed to pay for everything. Her money is in a separate account. for her to use at her own discretion.
How you feel about that separate account? How you feel about that separate account? Y'all together. But Jose, I want to get Kapaji's actually brother has a wife, right, and all that. Yeah, separate accounts. You banging that or you jacking that? What's it looking like in your household?
Listen,
brother, free.
From jump, I always felt like the woman who has my kids, we must, even if we're not getting along, we have to maintain some type of order. Right. That's one. Mm-hmm. So first thing I did was, okay, let's get a joint account.
So you got the joint account?
Yes. And I don't even think about it. I just
wait. This is gonna do. I want to make sure they see you. You know what I mean? Hear you and see you. So
I just put money in it, and I don't look back. Like I make sure that she has access to everything, so she could take care of our children. Like I feel like all men should be a provider to their wives. But this is the thing. The wife has to be a person who is benefiting you. Now, I mean, even if y'all not getting along, she has characteristics to where she can hold things down. She could clean a house. She could cook. She could, she can make moves. Mm-hmm. She can instill values into your children.
But I already know what's gonna happen though.
These are things that you must that you have to look for. Now, if I'm a man and I'm providing fully for everything, it has to be like an equal exchange. Mm-hmm. No, I mean it's only right? So
what you think?
You had to add something because the thing is this. If you're going to be, I don't mind being a sole provider, but that's when I have kids. You taking care of my kids, you taking care of the house. We live in a society now where women are career driven. So now you're career driven. So now you're making the same amount of money as me, if not more. You working, you grinding just like me. So now basically the conversation really needs to be shifted. It's not a man paying all the bills. It's you really need a man that's more successful than you, because that's really what you're indirectly saying. You need a man that's more successful than you, because if we're both making the same amount of money, we got the same bills. You know what the bills are every month. Mm-hmm. Not saying that a brother shouldn't provide, but I'm not a proponent of two accounts. If we're together, then it's not my bills, your bills. It's our bills.
It's our bills.
And it's not my money, your money. It's our money.
Yeah.
It's one account, and we taking care of the bills. That's how I look at it. If we're both working. Now, it's different if you have my children, you at home, you taking care of my children. But if you're career driven, I'm barely even getting to see you. I'm not getting any hot cooked meals. You at work, I'm at work. Then why do I get left with the bills? What am I getting out of that?
Keep this, right? Now, I do feel when it comes on to that aspect right there, it becomes a more of let me spend his money and keep mine.
That's what it is.
I know a couple of sisters like that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Let me spend his money and keep mine.
They got sisters that have brothers taking them out for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're not spending a dime. And this is the new culture that we are in 2019.
And there's nothing wrong with chivalry. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with
there's a difference between chivalry and just plain foolery.
That chivalry, man, I ain't gonna hold you. That chivalry, because I look like in terms of etymologically speaking, that whole chivalry thing came into the medieval times, right in the 13th, 14th century, and it had to do with knighthood. You know what I mean? That chivalry, and there was certain characteristics that knight would have to exude in order to be considered a noble knight, right? So there was that nobility, being able to have honor, these things. So when people say chivalry is dead,
we ain't knights.
Yeah, we not knights out here, and that's not even chivalry specifically as a term. Is not even our culture.
No, listen, can I just let me interject?
But just being able to have certain principles and respect and love for your brother, that's our
automatic.
culture. You know what I mean?
That should be automatic. And then that whole chivalry thing with the knights and all that, the knights used to be fucking the king's wife. So what kind of chivalry is that? And this is the example that you guys use without doing any research. How many knights slept with the king's wife? How many knights?
Who knows what's going on?
How many knights went to brothels back in those days?
Right. Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, people link their way of thinking to words they have no idea of.
Yeah, words have power. Look up the words that you're using.
Exactly.
Look up the words that you're using. etymological connotation behind it because we know language changes and it shifts over time. That particular language will evolve based upon the region that language is spoken. So you got to go to the origin of that word, man, because like I said, words have power. You know. But my fault. Continue with what you were saying.
What was I saying?
I'm with the whole. We need to invest in that. Somebody who like listens to
right?
and brings back
the whole idea of you paying all the bills.
Oh
but
yeah,
getting paid the same amount.
Man, stop. Hold on, right? You brought it back one time. Brother was paying attention.
Yeah, the brother was.
Brother was listening. Oh, you were
gotta
listening.
be on it.
You were
You
listening, huh?
gotta be on it, man.
So yeah, basically what I was saying, like I don't think there's anything wrong with a brother being a provider, because you know, me personally, if I have children, I would like for my wife to be with my children for at least for their primary years of life. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust babysitters. Hell, a lot of family you can't.
Put a clap
trust.
on that. Put a clap on that.
You can't.
This is why these kids are going missing. They're getting raped.
Right.
Pedophilia is on an all-time high right now.
Right, and it's super rising.
Right, and then I think that contributes to the conversation that we're having about virginity and, you know, creating a safe space and all of that. Like, I feel like T.I. wouldn't even have to, like, me personally, I don't want to have to go to the doctor with my daughter to know if she's a virgin. I want to build a rapport with her to where we can have that engagement.
Exactly.
And I want to give her knowledge of self to where she sees the value in her own virginity.
Yeah.
That's what people are missing. You know, it's not going to be, like, I don't agree with the statement, you know, because this is how people are framing it, that, oh, because he took her to the doctor and he's checking the hymen, that's going to keep her from being a single mom. No, that's not what anybody's saying. What I'm saying is that is positive. That is a reinforcement to giving her the knowledge of self. And then it's also been rumored that he's giving her money as well as a incentive for keeping her virginity. So now he's checking. He's
paying her off.
Yeah, he's paying her off, which I'm not against that.
Yo, listen, that's not. We don't know if that's facts or not, but like it's been said, it's been rumored.
It's been rumored that he's been giving.
Don't quote us on that. We're not saying that that's facts, but if that's the case, that's pretty wild.
You think that's wild?
I think that's pretty wild to have to pay your daughter to keep her virginity.
I mean, I feel like it's commending her good effort because I mean, think about it. We live in a time
that's rare.
To pay your daughter to keep the virginity,
Yeah,
I feel like I'll be selling out. I want her to be able to just take my word as her father for that.
There's fathers. Listen, I used to go to school with whores, man, and their fathers were giving them money. So why not give it to a righteous young lady who's keeping it,
and then furthermore,
keeping it in straight.
My parents gave me money for grades in school, like you making good grades, you know, as an initiative to keep making good grades.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got to think, she's 18 years old, and in the time that we live in, all her peers are having sex.
Yeah. That's just, you
but
gotta be a
wouldn't you,
strong-minded person.
No, you definitely have to be a strong-minded person, but wouldn't you want your daughter to understand the value in and of itself of that virginity alone, like minus any monetary income?
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But shouldn't that just be it?
But this is
shouldn't that just be enough?
It should be. But look at where we live.
Look at the way. Look at the background T.I. comes from, though. You gotta understand, he lives a rapper lifestyle, so it's way different for him. As brothers like me and you, we're going to instill that in our daughters from young. We're gonna give them that knowledge of self.
He's
we're gonna give them history,
the science on why you shouldn't have sex.
You understand? Because it's deeper than what people think. Society only understands what white supremacy taught them. You came from slavery. You don't even know your culture. You're taught what white people told you to think.
Right.
These thoughts are not your own. You didn't go back in time to understand what your ancestors thought. So it's our jobs as fathers to really give the knowledge to our daughters of how beautiful virginity really is if they hold on to it.
So why is it? Why is virginity even something that should be heralded as this great thing? Why can't sisters just get this away?
One I'd say is this, right? One, you're maintaining your own energy. You're pure. You're not defiled. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it's like you're going to be able to understand things much clearer. But when you're a person and you're surrounded, it's like, okay, you're on a school bus by yourself, right? Now, on this ride, I say the school bus is the ride of life. That school bus is life. You're just riding through life, right? You're on that school bus. Now, on that school bus, there's nobody there but you in the seat. You're just relaxing. You have time to think. You're growing. You're understanding life. You're basically, you have your own perception on how things are supposed to be, right? Now, when you continuously let people in, so now you got 5 kids on the bus. So the bus is making stops. You got 5 people on the bus now. It's getting crazy. Kids is knocking their heads in the back seat, licking the window.
It's getting crazy.
It's getting crazy now.
Getting crazy.
A couple more stops, you got 15 kids. You know, you can't concentrate. You're all over the place. Your emotions are mixed up.
Yeah.
This is what I call the human ride of life. Now, not saying all people are negative, but most of the time they are. And you're continuously letting negative energy in. It's not doing nothing for you.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking.
And sisters sometimes pick the most negative of Negroes that I've ever seen in my
Negative
life.
of Negroes. I mean, that's the absolute fact, though. Just poor
Like,
decisions
seriously.
being made. Listen, just a quick sidebar. When we was out, when we went out last night, when we went out last night to that spot in BK, sister saw me in the spot, and she had later admitted that she had saw me. You know, she thought that I was good looking or what have you, but that's neither here nor there. But she proceeded to say, I can't talk to you because you look like a F-boy. She was like, yo, you look like an F-boy. She touched my beard and she was like, yo, nah, you look like one of these F-boys out here, and walked away. So automatically,
That's crazy.
but at least, I mean, credit to that sister. She at least knew better than to stay around for an F-boy, because that's what a lot of our sisters do. You know, they rather settle for that because that's really what's out here mostly. Brothers who just really don't even care. And then I told her I was a reformed F-boy, because I used to be. Hard body, I admit that. Me. My name is HYMEN. I used to be an F-boy.
F-Boys Anonymous.
Right. F-boys Anonymous, man. That was me. That was me. So, and then after I told her I was newly reformed, whatever, and I did some healing, right? She was a bit more inclined to listen to what I had to say. But sisters, man, just do better in terms of understanding who it is that you're gonna be around, and especially who you opening your legs to. That's just don't be a thirsty traveler out here.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Oh wait, you was finishing on that?
Yeah, but
The magic
it's like,
school bus.
Yo, seriously, man. People don't understand, like, energy plays a big role in our lives. You could deal with somebody and then you wonder why you're having the worst of luck.
Right.
You understand why things are going downhill. You done damn near get fired from your job. Know what I mean? Bus passing by, splashes stuff on your clothes.
Right.
You're just having the most downest day. It's that because you don't understand the science of energy. Know what I mean?
Right.
Like, energy is a deep thing.
Right.
And on both sides, with the sisters, they're receiving energies, and brothers, we're losing energies.
Exactly.
Because every time you lay with these sisters, you're
giving a piece of yourself.
Your life force.
So that means you got, if a brother done slept with 50 sisters, that means your life force has been cut 50 times.
Right.
And then this is a real thing right here, right? As you know, the more a male ejaculates into women, he loses part of his life force. This is real.
Anytime a male ejaculates, he's losing his life.
You're losing life force.
Right, and that's why if you're gonna lose your life force, you need to be doing it for the purpose of creating life.
Exactly, and it has to be worth it. I'm killing myself for you. It got to be worth it, right?
Right, and listen, if I'm gonna be killing, if I'm dwindling from my life force, then I need to be leaving something behind, which is another life.
So this is what people need to understand, man.
Right.
But on to better things.
Right. What we got next?
Well, not better things. On to more crazy things. I'd say.
Right.
Still the nigga sandwich. Still talking about us as a people,
sandwich,
man.
The
Listen,
nigga sandwich.
Listen, man. Listen. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all gotta be kidding me.
Gotta do better, man.
Y'all gotta be kidding me with this Popeye's chicken. Oh my gosh. People even calling it the Negro sandwich.
Nah, I'm calling it the nigga sandwich.
The nigga sandwich?
That's what it is. It's
oh
a
my
nigga
gosh,
sandwich.
man.
Keep it
Sisters out here, we saw that one. I'm sure everybody saw that
one.
one clip with that sister. She was in the Benzino. Right? She was in that Benz. Who knows what model it is? I don't care. She was in that Benz. She damn near wrecking her vehicle to get in front of a person to get online for a chicken sandwich.
That's crazy.
Man.
That's crazy. That's
Come
madness.
on. That's super madness.
So I recently ran into this article with something that went down in Harlem, right?
Something that went down in Harlem.
Yeah, in Harlem.
Your neck of the woods.
All
your neck of the woods.
right,
Right?
what happened in
Says-
Harlem? What happened? What happened in Harlem?
A woman
Don't let me down.
claims she discovered a rat's head in her Popeye's chicken. Rosemary Thomas said she found the fried head in her food at a Harlem Popeye's restaurant.
A fried rat's head.
rat head
in Harlem
at a food.
Popeyes.
At her food at a Harlem Popeye's restaurant at 2730 Frederick Douglass Boulevard on
damn.
West 45th Street.
Damn, get a
She
location.
posted pictures of it
West
on her Facebook
145th?
profile.
Yeah,
Now,
West.
this rat head looked like a Medusa belt buckle. Like, I mean, it's brolic. Like, it looks crazy. And but then you go and understand that your people are killing their own people over a freaking sandwich. Because I know y'all heard about the what happened last week, 2 weeks ago, about a man who was fatally stabbed in a fight linked to the Popeye.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was gonna pull up.
Yeah. So it says a man was stabbed to death in Maryland on Monday in a fight linked to a Popeye's chicken sandwich. CBS Baltimore reports the stabbing happened outside one of the fast food chain's restaurants in Prince George Country, police said. Prince George Country police spokesman Jennifer Donnellan said that the fight involved two men who were in the line for the release of the new chicken sandwich. It appears one may have cut in line in front of the other, Donnellan said. And we have been able to determine that primarily that this is related to the release of the sandwich here at this restaurant.
Well, hold on. Let me even say something because there was somebody who spoke to the contrary of this story and said, don't believe the hype. The media is saying that somebody got stabbed and whatnot. No, it was about the brother cutting in front of the other brother. Even still, why you so thirsty? First of all, you online for a sandwich.
It's still about a sandwich.
We do a whole bunch of things for lines for sneakers, lines for, what I mean, lines because you get online to vote and all these things, man. Why don't you get online to be a better person?
Yeah, how about that?
Where's the line to be a better person? Where's that line?
Nobody getting on that.
Where's that line? That's the shortest line out there.
Line Express, man.
Come on, man. Where's that line? We need to jump on that line to be a better person.
Yeah.
Love your brothers and your sisters, man. Be a better father. Be a better mother.
Listen, I feel like our people are real energized to go against their own. And I've always said that. Like, my thinking, and I've always told people, my thinking is more Malcolm X than Martin. Like, I'm real for my people.
Right.
Because my people didn't receive that love that we need. You know, all these other people whatever. They received the love that they needed.
Mom's out the window? No, you ain't jacking more. Mom's out the window? No. We shall overcome.
No, it's slow for that. It's slow for that. Listen.
Okay.
Listen, man. It's we have to get militant, man. That's why I say we have to end all of this hating each other and, you know, fighting over stupid things like a freaking sandwich. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Oh my gosh.
And then on top of that, this sandwich is
killing you. It's a fried chicken sandwich, right? It's
fried chicken is linked to cancer.
Come on,
it's 2019.
That fast food, yo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. That sandwich good though.
No, but this is the thing. Did you know that scientists have been working, and I'm talking about for years, have been working on a sedative that they put inside this food that reacts to your brain. So when you eat it, you actually think this thing is the most amazing
It's
thing
like damn
in the
near
world.
crack cocaine.
Like it releases
them
endorphins.
dopamines, right? Endorphins, yeah, right.
Endorphins
I can
in
see
your brain.
that. You know, I had to try it out to see what the hype is about. You know, I had to see. I had to see
So
what the
yeah,
hype is
it's
about.
basically
the hype is
crack
about.
in a sandwich.
But come on, man. Like, how dope can you make a chicken sandwich though? For real.
That's
For real.
Listen.
It's one of the better chicken sandwiches.
But okay,
come on,
can
man.
Popeyes cook better than Grandma?
Come on,
Of course
man.
not. I mean, it's not even,
And that's what I'm
but
saying.
I'm not going to grandma's for a chicken sandwich.
Why not though? Why not? Why we not going to
'Cause I
grandma's?
know
Grandma ain't
that-
making a chicken sandwich.
Why not?
Grandma making
Listen.
greens, yams.
Now, hey,
man.
but listen, I'll tell you this. If Grandma fries a nice piece of chicken and you just get the bread and do the rest, I bet you it'll taste
Yeah,
like
but it ain't
gold.
on a brioche bun though.
Hey, you go to Trader Joe's and get one.
Right, this is true.
You understand? So you doing it healthy all the way. Listen, fried chicken ain't even healthy at all, even if Grandma cook it.
Yo.
But I tell you this, it's better than Popeyes if Grandma cooks it.
And then what did they say? Then it was like a short release almost. Like it's a
Yeah.
rarity. It was on the market and they took it off and then they
Yeah,
ran out.
but they're testing
when do you
people.
when do you run out of chicken sandwiches?
They
When?
testing people.
Right.
This
McDonald's
is
don't
all
ever run out of
psychology.
burgers. They serve 1 million people a day.
You know, it was building up the weight. That's part of it. They were building up the demand for it.
Mm-hmm.
They were building up the the momentum for it.
And that's the thing, man. We are easily swayed as a people.
Easily swayed.
Whenever you got this new latest trend or this
They get it.
and that really, man, I blame capitalism for that too, though, because just that it's that new that next big thing. You know what I mean? All these markets that are advocates and proponents of that supply and demand. That supply and demand is a demon, yo. Straight way. Straight way.
Yo, but
That's
listen, to feed the world, right? And I'm talking about what we got. What 7.5 billion people last
Right.
time we checked. They need at least 1 million chicken to feed the
million
world.
chicken?
So you tell me you guys have 1 million chicken
right, man.
every day? That's ridiculous.
Come on.
But this is why I say,
None of this food is real.
none of it is real.
That's why we
Because
gotta
I
have
ain't
Brother
gonna front.
Shy. Brother Shy.
Yeah, of course. Brother Shy,
Shy.
shout out to Brother Shy.
Right, shout out to that Brother Shy,
Brother
man.
Shy, man.
What's his slogan? He got a dope slogan. It's drink fresh, eat raw.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Shy, forgive me, don't kill me, brother. If I jacked it up.
But we're not supposed to be eating meat at all anyway.
I mean,
You know,
some people definitely say things like that. I mean, listen, if you're
but
gonna eat
not
meat,
in this day and age, at least.
If you gonna
Because
eat meat,
everything
do your
is
thing.
contaminated.
if you're gonna eat meat,
Right,
do your
even the
thing.
vegetables.
Yeah, everything
even
is
vegetables because the soil is spoiled anyway.
And if you do eat it, eat from your people who are cooking it. Like that's me.
At least buy black-
I'll go to a chicken restaurant. I mean, not chicken restaurant. A Spanish restaurant. I'll go to a Caribbean restaurant. I'll even go to a Haitian restaurant.
but not these big chains.
But I am not going to these
McDonald's,
chains like
Popeyes,
McDonald's,
Wendy's, all that,
Popeyes,
yeah.
Wendy's.
Right,
These
right.
people do not care about us for nothing.
It's true.
You understand? All their food are made. It's like Play-Doh. It does nothing for us. There's no nutrients that comes out of it at all. You understand what I'm saying? The thing is, most of it isn't even seasoned like that. It's just the sedatives that they put in it that make you think it tastes good.
I can believe that.
You understand? So,
Right, yeah,
because
exactly.
nobody seasons food like our people, man, and,
Right.
and that's a fact.
Right, that's an absolute fact. That's an absolute fact. You already know we have that.
Yeah.
Yo, check it out. So, I mean, I'm done on that anyways, because we just got to do better in that regard.
Yeah, we gotta do better, man.
Y'all bugging out, man.
Stop killing over a
Stop killing
sandwich.
people. First of all, stop killing people. Second,
Yeah.
stop killing people over damn chicken sandwiches. You know what I mean?
People is bugging
Just
out.
make home cooked food. Just make home cooked food, man. But enough on that, man. I'm off that. Yo, so I wanted to get into them. It might not have been the facts of cat, but that exclusive question you brought out. Remember on the
Oh,
thing?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We got to get into that because I want to understand the vibration of the people. His brother DM's been vibrant.
Yeah.
His brother DM been vibrant.
Well, I
People
posed
coming for your head.
I posed a particular question.
What was the question?
I posed a particular question online about whether or not how did I pose it? How did I frame it? I framed it like this. what exactly exclusively does a male benefit from in a relationship?
Right. Say it one more time for them, because I don't think they heard it, and emphasize what it is that needs to be emphasized.
What exactly exclusively does a male benefit from in a relationship in 2019? Because previously to that, I had made a poll, basically, if women thought that men should pay 100% of the bills and they pay 50, or should they pay 50-50? And the general consensus between guys and girls was men supposed to pay 100%. I'm like, okay, cool. That benefits solely the female.
Right.
She exclusively benefits from that in a relationship. So I then posed the question, well, what exclusively does a male benefit from in a relationship? And I asked that because in 2019, there are no gender roles.
Right.
People flee from gender roles. Gender roles are very fleeting in 2019.
Right, if you accept that particular language, right, of what's going on now.
So if that be the case, it's just really kind of confusing to me, because on one hand, there are no gender roles, but on the other hand, a male is still expected to pay for everything.
Right, you leave it to America, there's no gender roles.
Yeah,
right.
So my question was, okay, so if that is still intact, where a brother is supposed to pay 100%, which I feel like if a brother's in a position to do it, I feel like he should do it.
But he's supposed to pay every time? Is he supposed to pay every time, or is it, I invited you out, so it's only right that I pay?
No, I'm talking about in the confines of a marriage. I'm not even.
This is marriage. All right, husband and wife situation.
About that.
Husband and wife.
That's whatever. Like, honestly, with that,
because we got to touch on that too. I mean, it don't have to be necessarily this part. It can be for another time. But
listen,
that's what people
if we're not together,
as in husband and wife,
if we're not together, I'm not obligated to, but I could be nice. and help you out, to go out to dinner, and I can do things like that. But if we're not together, I'm not obligated at all, because that's not benefiting me anything.
Gotcha. Now, and I feel like this: if I'm pursuing you, you don't know me, you don't have anything to do with me, and I'm pursuing you, then I feel like it is cool for a brother to pay for everything all the time, because you're pursuing her.
Because you're in a courtship.
Yeah, well, I ain't even gonna say necessarily a courtship. I'm saying you're trying to gain the attention of this woman.
Yeah.
And you want her to spend some time with you. So I feel like
I ain't gonna hold you. That's really what courtship means, though. Like in terms of etymology.
What?
Court. Like to court someone is really that. Like you want to win the favor of someone.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's the connotation you're giving it. Like, I look at courtship more like if you're in a relationship with that person and y'all are dating, as they would say.
Gotcha. Exclusively.
Yeah, exclusively. I would call that courtship, but. For us, we casually dating, or I meet you somewhere and I'm like, yo, you're dope, I'd like to take you out sometime.
I offered.
Yeah, I'm offered.
So,
I don't think that's courtship. But I think if we continually go out on dates and I'm continually trying to gain the favor of you in that point, I don't mind paying. But if we both know that we both kind of got a vibe, you like me like I like you,
then why should I receive the same type of vibe?
Right, we want to get to know one another.
Right.
Then I feel like, so I shouldn't have to pay for your time all the time just off the strength of me being a male. Because I don't need my time wasted more than you need your time wasted.
Right, and I feel like that's what's overlooked. Like, as though a brother's time is damn near nothing. Like, it's all about the sister, all about the sister, all about the sister.
Like we aren't people too.
Yeah, I remember one time I was hanging out, and legitimately during the time I was hanging out with the sister was right in front of me, sitting across from me, and I was asking myself, what am I doing here? What am I doing here right now? How am I benefiting from this experience? The sister's not paying for nothing. The sister not intellectually stimulating me. I'm just out here.
Was she on her phone?
She wasn't on her phone, but it was just that she was just waiting for me to do everything. I had to damn near be the person to initiate the convo, move the convo, come up with new topics for the convo.
Oh,
I was playing golf when I really should have been out here playing table tennis.
No, I
should be playing table tennis out here back and forth, but I was playing golf.
One thing is, this is the one thing I hate. If you're not a sister that I could intellectually talk to, I'm not going to be feeling you at all. Like, that's the thing. You can't be a sister who is dumb as nails, thinking that a brother is going to invest in you. What am I investing in? You're an empty vessel. That's crazy.
Yeah,
so, and vice versa. If you're a female and this dude is dumb, is a doornail, why are you even entertaining him?
Right, exactly.
That goes back to the question. It brings me back to my question. All right, so what exclusively does a male benefit from in a situation to where y'all both you're with this woman, y'all are you paying everything.
So what the DMs looking like?
Oh, the
DMs hand for?
Oh, the DMs was crazy. One of the DMs was basically like really the sisters had a very hard time answering this question. What exclusively does a male benefit? It was very offsetting. And you know, a lot of the things that were I heard one sister, she said brothers you can get massages. I'm like, really, massages? That's what you're gonna tell me is what I could get?
You could get massages. This is her answer for exclusive.
Yeah, massages and a few other things.
Listen,
a few other things. Specify.
Because really, what most sisters want to say, sex.
Yeah.
They want to say, but we both benefit from sex.
Right.
Yeah.
No, brother, no. Only you benefit from sex.
No, we both benefit.
Because she's the bomb in bed, and you should just be happy to be a part of it.
Now that leads to this.
That's
though.
the narrative.
Now that leads to this. If I'm benefiting from sex, and you feel like that's what I'm benefiting from, does that mean that you're not really into the sex? You're just doing it because of what I do, and not because you love it. So that brings a whole different topic now.
Well, but we can't. And see, that's the thing. This world is so flip floppy because on one hand you'll have a conversation like that where the male is the one mostly benefiting from sex because most women don't even orgasm. All right, then why are y'all so hell bent on a woman losing her virginity and a father trying to prevent her from losing her virginity?
That's a fact, and
sex is really if you don't benefit in sex.
I've heard that.
Right.
I see something like that on social media, and it said that 90% of women don't orgasm or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Crazy.
And I believe that. I believe that because Jake be selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jake get that one nut, and then he be
brothers
going
out here
for the
just want to
count.
look out for themselves.
No stamina. I understand.
Right.
But at the end of the day, though, is it because Jake feels like, okay, I'm not benefiting from this? This is why I'm doing it?
Listen, and that's the other thing. Like, it's all in the same vein. Because if you value that woman, you really value that woman.
You're going to make sure she's pleasured.
You're going to make sure you put in work.
Yeah.
But,
And again, I want to be able to say, just for y'all, the viewing audience, we talking about a marriage.
Yeah,
we talking about husband and wife here. So don't get crazy. Oh, you brothers just talking about this and casual. No, we ain't talking about that. Don't be out here sleeping around.
No, we ain't.
Right? We stapling. Let's make that a claim.
Yeah, let's take.
You know what I mean? Be responsible out here. We talking about husband and wife.
Yeah, because anything else is really unprofitable for black people as a whole. We have created a toxic baby mom, baby father culture.
Exactly.
And it's not profitable.
That we glorify and we love because we're in all the music.
Right.
And statistically, this is what
Now,
we see to be
if
true.
you do end up getting anyone pregnant, you have to step up to the plate and make sure that those kids are taken care of.
Absolutely.
Like, that's what we're promoting here, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, we don't believe in deadbeats at all. Like, I believe in order for us to progress as a collective, we have to end the deadbeat era.
Oh, yeah, the deadbeat era.
It has to die.
Yeah, but it can't die if we continue to have, we continue to be sexually irresponsible.
Yeah.
And I think that's really
another thing
what
too.
T.I. was trying to prevent with his daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was that? That was it on your DMs, Doc?
I can't really get into them. I can't really get into them, like I said.
So that was in terms of whatever you remember? Yeah. What's up? Is there anything else that we need to touch on?
No,
we
man.
pretty much did that.
I think we can conclude.
Pretty much did that. Did we do that?
I feel.
Yo, you know what I failed to even mention in the beginning? This is episode 2.
Yeah,
this is episode 2. Hold on. That's a huge thing for us because y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know the situation, man. It was so difficult to even get. Yeah. It was so difficult to even get episode 1 out to y'all. So listen, this is our official outro right now, man. We are the Bread Fellows Podcast. Y'all have officially been fed with that food for thought. Please like, subscribe, share, leave your comments on all the things that we discuss. I don't care if y'all want to hate on what we saying, if you want to agree with what we saying, but follow the podcast because we're really trying to grow this and cultivate it from something small to something gargantuan, right? Because I mean, who are we? We're not saying you gotta listen to our opinions, but I ain't gonna hold you. We feel like we got some good perspectives on life.
We got something to say.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and y'all talk back. You know,
Yeah,
we
talk
want y'all to
back. It's really about
So talk
dialogue. It's about y'all pulling up to the table with your brothers, right? Pulling up to the table with your brothers. So episode 2, we are the Bread Fellows podcast. Oh, and what about the sisters? We was on a podcast earlier.
Yes.
Right. Those 2 sisters, but I think they actually have 3, but it was only 2 of them there. This is Talking Thoughts. Y'all go check that out.
Yeah, the Talking Thoughts
Talking
podcast.
Thoughts podcast, or I think they even say radio show. Man, we was touching on the whole TI thing, right? Because that's all the craze right now.
We
But
spoke
them
with
sisters
them,
have
man.
a dope. They have a dope thing going, man. It was a great space. They invited us on. Maybe we have them on later on. Maybe some other episodes.
If y'all watch this video, man, y'all leave some smoke in the comments and we can talk about it.
Right, man. For all those that have been with us from the beginning of this podcast to the end of this particular episode, man, let us know. Leave a comment, man. Leave a comment. We want to really be able to engage with y'all because y'all are people out here and we need to be able to have some different perspectives and really shake it up. We need to really shake it up, man. So, peace to the family. Episode 2, Bread Fellows Podcast. This is Brother Zion. I'm Brother Zamar. This is Brother Free.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
Yo, man, we out of here on y'all. All right. Peace.